one of the holes in this system. Having to take this little handle off just because these reels, they won't sit side by side, and I like for these handles to be pulling the same way. So like when we get this all untied here in a second. See, this way, both these reels, when they're pulling, they're going the same direction. If we flip this one around, so both handles are on the outside, the reels will be going opposite directions, and I just don't think it pulls off as nicely or as easily. I think it creates some friction, and then sometimes things bind up or get caught, and I just think it's better if everything's turning the same way. So I do have to take the knob off the inside reel when I do it like that, which is just another step in So like when I hook onto these permanent fences, you know, this polywire, I keep tied onto this hot wire so I can make it hot whenever I want. But then this is hot, so I have to, you know, I could tie onto the plastic right here and it wouldn't be a big deal, but I retie all my reels the same way every time. That way, when I go to grab one, it's always the same. But anyhow, when I hook onto this permanent wire, and you see we've got like 3 different fences on here. We got some new net wire, we got some old net wire, and we got some barbed wire. So, but when you hook onto this, you got to, sure enough, use that plastic, but then make sure that this tip isn't touching something. Like if it's touching on this old rotten wire right there, you're gonna have a little short. But I can tell that I'm gonna, see that just slid out of there. So, you know, I can tell right there, I'm gonna be okay. Not by a lot, but it's good. And then I'm just gonna come up here and tie onto this, and I'm good. I'm pretty clear of any kind of wire. Come over here to our post, which we bundled up. I did a poor job bundling these up last time, so that's why they're all sticking out of the box and everything else. They're not set down in there nice and neatly. These ends of these posts right here catching on, you know, your jacket or whatever as you walk by, but living in the real world, I guess. I've started using this parachute cord, red parachute cord, and I like it because, like, when I go to cinch these posts down, this parachute cord I can move it if I need to move this loop up higher or back here when I'm tightening that down. Whereas some of that other rope that I use, it's thicker, it kind of wants to catch more, and I can't pull it through the underside of this pile. So not a big deal, you know, but just something to think about as you're setting up your rig or whatever, trying to make things a little more frictionless. You know, on this post spacing, I don't know what that is. I think it's maybe 30-ish feet or so. And you know, with sheep and goats, it seems like that, you know, more posts are better. A little closer together post makes a little bit better fence, you know, and it's just more of a mental barrier for those sheep and goats compared to cattle fence, which I've never strung polywire for cattle myself, but what I read and everything I see makes it sound like you can space those posts out further, almost 50 plus feet on those posts. So a tight wire is not quite as important with cows as with the sheep and goats.